Nobody really prepares you for the loneliness that hits you after you leave your job. People always talk about hyping up the freedom, the peace that they have, the fresh start, but they don't tell you about how quiet it gets afterward. And I'm talking about the group chats when you used to have those inside jokes. I'm talking about the silent side eye with the raised eyebrows with your work bestie. And even the people that say, oh, yeah, we got to stay in touch. Even those people fall off. Coworkers you really thought were your friends, you barely hear from them. And it catches you off guard because it's not that you wanted the attention or you needed it, but it was because you didn't realize how much support you really had, even if it wasn't deep. It was more so surface level. That everyday connection, the inside jokes, the venting sessions, the shared struggles, it all disappeared when you left. And that silence, it could really feel like a breakup, especially not one that you saw coming. You thought that they were still going to be there and they're not. But here's what I'm learning is that the loneliness isn't a sign that you made the wrong decision, but it's more so a part of the transition. Some of those relationships that you had were built on proximity, and y'all were connected because you saw each other every day. You bonded because you were surviving the same things. But please know that proximity doesn't always equal friendship. And that person, they may not necessarily be meant for your new chapter. Just know that there may be some people that stick around, which is good too. They didn't fade when your title changed. So you know that they are there for more than just that one season. However, speaking of seasons, you are going to be moving into a new season where you have to start rebuilding your community, your tribe, your circle, whatever you want to call it. You have to make sure that you are building that group of people in your life with intention and not convenience. Because when you have people who match your new pathway and your new values and your new level of alignment, it's all going to feel better. You're going to feel more supported. And so I do have 2 action items for you, especially when you're going through this type of quietness where people are falling off. And I like to call it the pruning season. But the action item is acknowledge the shift. I want you to say out loud how you're feeling. Yes, it hurt when XYZ didn't reach out to me after I left the job. And the reason why we are always talking about acknowledging the thing and saying it out loud is because you cannot heal what you're still pretending doesn't hurt. You have to grow through the pain. So action item number 2 is I want you to think about one person whose support really has been consistent and genuine, okay? If you are still contacting that person even after you've left the job, or maybe, sometimes they want to give you space, right? Because you may have to process things differently. So they might want to honor you just getting your mind right after this traumatizing situation. So if there is one person that comes top of mind for you, reach out to them. Nurture that connection, okay? Because your new circle really starts with just one solid person. It doesn't have to be a crowd of people. If messages like this really support you, please make sure that you are subscribing to my YouTube channel. And for deeper tools and guidance, join my email list. I will make sure that I provide that information either in the chat or the description box. And just know that if it feels quiet right now, you are not alone, okay? You didn't just leave a job. You left a whole ecosystem. And now you get to build one that actually fits who you're becoming. We got this. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.